channel. I'm your girl Destiny. If you have come across this video, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a brand new channel and we are here to talk about all things reality TV, pop culture, all that good stuff. This is a very new channel, so just you clicking on this video, thank you so much for that support. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up like button. It is an easy and free way to support my channel, you guys. This is a brand new channel, so thank you for being here today. We will be discussing on my channel all things reality TV, Bravo TV. Married to Method is my favorite TV show. I cannot wait for it to come on. We're going to do Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of Potomac. But right now we are on Porsha's Family Matters. I believe this is the last episode before the finale. So next week will be the finale. So, oh my gosh. I don't know how you all feel about it. I know people have mixed feelings about, thinking that it's not really a good show and that it is a good show. But I'm here for it. So let's go ahead and get into this review. So we're talking about season 1, episode 6. So they pick back up at that crazy fight. That crazy fight, you guys. And I was just like in awe. Like, it really turned up that fast. And like I said in the last video I did, I literally watched that fight scene at the very end like 3 times. And I still couldn't really understand like why it escalated so fast. Like, Dennis kept saying that he felt like Porsha was trying to come at his mom, which it could have very much been that, but I didn't really see that necessarily because I feel like she was kind of back in the corner. Simon was kind of in between them, all kinds of things. But I can see how he felt that way because she was disrespecting his mom at that moment and saying all kinds of crazy stuff. And because I feel like this is the thing. Mama Gina, she be out of line sometimes. She oversteps sometimes. But right then and there, she was just trying to have her sons back. And Dennis was still trying to like check her, like, mama, like, chill, I got it, like, kind of thing. And Storm was just on some rah-rah. Porsha, to me, you really overreacted. Now, there could have been things behind the scenes that we aren't aware of, but I really feel like she overreacted. So she was like turned up, like, you go, you and your mama, like all kinds of craziness. And she was just telling producers, like, get them out, like, I'm done with them. And then it's just chaos and confusion. All you hear is Storm talking about her lip is bleeding, like just all kinds of stuff. Porsha says something about your bitch ass mama. Like, it was just crazy. Chaos and confusion at its finest. Like, and Simon throughout the whole thing was like very chill. He was still trying to, hey, let's talk about this tomorrow. Like, trying to get things to, kind of calm down. And I respected him for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody has to be level-headed. Because Lauren was just screaming all over the place. Storm talking about her lip is bleeding. The auntie was, I believe she was kind of either hitting Dennis or trying to pull Dennis. And he really wasn't even that close to Storm. It was just a lot, okay? It was just a lot. So it was crazy. And Porsha also said that she wanted him arrested, which I felt like that was too much. Like, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like at the end of the day, that is the father of your child. Like, why would you want him arrested in Mexico? Like, it was too much. It was too much. So, sheesh. That was just how I got it. What's what I got out of that? Sheesh. So Porsha apparently told everyone, hey, no one talk about it. Everybody don't say anything about it. She checked in on everybody. But the main reason she called was to tell people not to talk about it the next day. So, Lauren, she's saying the next day how she feels like Porsha needs to they need to have therapy individually, like just them two. And I 100% agree because at the end of the day, they never really got closure to their relationship. Porsha, you did kind of slide Simon in real quick. Y'all never had closure and y'all never had time to heal from that relationship, and then y'all just jumped right into co-parenting. Like, this is a lot. Like, you really got to kind of understand that. So I agree with Lauren. By the way, Lauren's confessional look was bomb. She looked really good. Like, 'cause she has moments where I'm kind of like, girl, like, but she had it together in that confessional look. She looked really good. She really, really did. Okay, so Aunt Liz thinks that her friends led Porsha down the wrong path and they're forgetting about Pilar. Like, at the end of the day, she felt like there were other people there kind of instigating everything. You know, the assistants, Dom and Lauren, you know, there were people that were there. It wasn't really necessary. Like if you're trying to blend the families, like I really feel like only people necessary was Dennis, Simon, Porsha, and possibly their moms. You know what I'm saying? That's all I feel like should have been there. Because the rest of them, y'all are team Porsche all the way, like team Porsche all the way, to where you're not really going to have a genuine opinion, for one. For two, realistically, how much are you really involved in Pilar's life? Like, you know what I'm saying? It just was, I understood Aunt Liz, and Aunt Liz was really the voice of reason, because I still feel like it wasn't just going to be a team up on Dennis session. It wasn't going to be let's all blame Dennis. It isn't all Dennis's fault. Everyone played a part, and I love how she held everyone's foot to the fire about that, including Porsha. Now, I still feel like to a certain extent, she still doesn't say as much to Porsha, because Porsha probably plays a big part in the Hosea Williams Foundation, like donating and things like that, and we'll touch on that later. But overall, though, Aunt Liz, she was very necessary for the trip. So they were at some place the next day, and it was just kind of a weird scene where no one was really saying anything. They were talking about closure to the trip, what they learned from the trip, and how to move forward. And the producer's like, look, hold on, stop the press. Like, are we not even going to acknowledge what happened yesterday? No one's talking about it, and everybody's just kind of like. And then they show in the confessionals, like, Londi was like, Porsha called and texted us last night. You know, she checked on me, but she was like, don't say nothing. Aunt Liz was like, well, I was told not to say nothing. Like, everybody was told not to say anything. And Porsha's just sitting there. Are we done with the scene? Are we done? Okay, let's just be done. What? Like, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna act like it didn't happen? Like, is that what we're doing? Like, okay, all right then. So the scene was over, and then it showed on the screen, like, Porsha agreed to talk about it now. I bet you did. I bet the producers got in that ass and was like, we're talking about this. Like, how are we going to have this show? That's one of the biggest moments on the show. And then we're not going to talk about it. Like, make it make sense. Houseway. How? Just how? So, they all go to dinner. I believe it was like a white party, something like that. Simon had on black, but okay. But, so I can tell the producer, like I said, talked to them, because he was like, why aren't we being real? So they end up talking about it that day. Apparently Storm was like, she doesn't feel well, because they were like, hey, where's Storm? Portia's like, she wasn't feeling well. Well, she's probably just, you know, embarrassed or really trying to take everything in from what happened the day before. I just feel like overall Storm just did too much. Like, I feel like she was just trying to prove to Porsha that she has her back too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she ended up doing too much, in my opinion. But, you know, hey, that's your cousin. Simon said he's proud of everyone for being there, and that that night before didn't really faze him too much. He's like, I've seen a lot worse in families. You know, that was like a 2 out of 10, like, you know, kind of thing. So, I mean, I guess, like, and he was like, at the end of the day, I still want to marry Porsha, and I still want to be in Pilar's life, however she wants me in his life, in her life. And I'm just like, okay, I mean, they're still trying to, I guess, convince us that this is a real thing, which, I mean, it very much could be. It's just like, how genuine is it this early? Like, I don't know. It's just so hard to tell, because Porsha's actions are just showing she is very much interested in Dennis. But what do I know? So, anywho, by the way, if you've made it this far, please make sure to hit that thumbs up like button. It's an easy and free way to support my channel, you guys. And once again, thank you for being here. Okay, so, he said he's still gonna marry her. Aunt Liz said she felt like it shouldn't have been talked about at the table. And I 100% agree with Aunt Liz. When I get that they were talking about the day and how it went, but I feel like once it got real deep, you know, it should have been stopped. And Porsha made it a point to kind of say something along the lines of her feelings got involved. We was rehashing old things, like, and it was a lot to take in, which I get it. But at the same time, A, you're on a TV show, and B, like, then you should have stopped the conversation. I feel like you still was continuing to try to make him look bad. Like, you're trying to make him look bad, and Simon would never do this, kind of thing. And that wasn't cool to me. I didn't 100% agree with that. And Aunt Liz was saying, like, at the end of the day, how are we expecting Dennis to not be defensive, to not feel like he has to protect his mom and defend his mom, because you are attacking him, his character. His mom is defending him, and then y'all are saying things to her. Like, she still was like, we're not going to sit here and just act like it's only his fault. And I 100% agree. So, of course, it's going to be defensive. But, like I said, Porsha gave us kind of a moment, like, where she was just like, I was pregnant, but I'm so happy you guys are here. This is the thing. I was a diehard Team Porsha fan, okay? Like, she had shady moments where I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But overall, like, Porsha cracks me up. She seems like she'd be fun to hang around with. But, like, just the way she handled this Fallon situation, how the show is going, it does let you see that she's covering a lot of things up. She's trying to control the narrative a lot, to where it's like, who are you really? You know what I'm saying? So it sucks. Like, I'm enjoying the TV show because it does give me some clarity on some things. But at the same time, it's kind of like, I do think it was in her best interest to not have this show. But that's my opinion. So I'm entitled to have that. So anyway, so they ended up cutting to where she was talking to her mom. They came back from the trip discussing what happened. She was telling her mom everything that happened and how everything transpired. And Porsha, even the way she was telling this story, like, she was like, Dennis called Storm, told Storm, shut the fuck up, bitch, or something like that. And it was just like, and then it cuts to the scene where he was like, Storm, shut up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you could tell she was kind of just like exaggerating it. And then the things that her and Storm did wrong, she tried kind of like glanced over. Like, she kind of skipped over those. Didn't go into much detail on that stuff. But her mama was just hyping her up the whole way. Like, oh, I see why you turned up. And, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like that's enabling behavior. You're making it okay that she's behaving like this. You're not making her take ownership for the part that she played in it as well. Everyone played a part. You know what I'm saying? But, that's her mama. I guess her mama gonna ride for her. Like, So, after it showed that scene, they were discussing pretty much how, Pilar's going to have her tonsils get taken out. She's going to have to have surgery. And, her and Dennis are going to end up having to communicate. Like, they're going to have to figure it out. And she had a scene. And then she was talking about how Aunt Liz was a big help for the trip. So then it shows her meeting her Aunt Liz at the Hosea Williams Foundation, the place where they were helping feed the homeless. And I thought that was really dope. That was really amazing. I have been homeless before when I was younger. My family definitely had it rough, so that really touched me. It was like, that's awesome that they are doing that, because there have been times that we even had to go eat at soup kitchens or places that like fed people like that, and I thought that was really dope. But so she was kind of discussing she was like, so what are you gonna do for damage control, or how y'all handle that altercation? And I thought that was interesting. But little did she know, the fact that they were meeting there was to kind of help change it and flip it back to, these are the things that Porsha does. Like how Porsha, chimed in and threw in that she was gonna put in a big donation for whenever they opened the building or whatever. But Aunt Liz was like, Pilar has to have surgery. Let Dennis come over. Y'all can talk things out, all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, she's like, I feel like Dennis tried to calm everything down when everything was going on. He did try to avoid certain conflicts, but everything just escalated. She was trying to see things from his perspective as well. And Mama Gina's. You could tell her and Mama Gina had a little bonding moment there. But anyway, so and then it cuts to the very last scene where she's packing for Pilar's surgery. Dennis comes over and she's just like, do you want to come in and talk for a second? And Dennis is kind of looking like, and then the scene was over. So stay tuned for the next review, you guys. You all, next episode is the season finale. I'm wondering how they're going to go from here. Like, are we going to have a reunion? Are we going to just, like, I don't know how this works with these spinoff shows. So we're just going to have to see. But if they do have a reunion next for the season finale, all of that, we're going to review all that. So stay tuned for that, you guys. I have more things to come on my channel. Thank you to everyone that's already subscribed. If you have not subscribed already, please subscribe down below. That would be awesome. I really appreciate that. This is a brand new channel, so I'm here for all of the support. Thank you, guys. And until next time, bye.